call the meeting to order, please. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 3, adoption of the agenda. Motion.
Motion to adopt, Romano.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
We're not voting?
We're not voting.
We're not voting
I
on my
guess we
iPad.
can vote if you want to vote.
I'd like to vote on my iPad.
All right. Are we voting or not?
Already.
You're not.
Got our vote results up.
We already did it, I guess.
There we go.
Oh,
Now we're voting. All right.
please vote.
Oh, you saw that.
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Item number 4, approve the minutes of the joint records and public safety meeting we held in September of this year.
So moved.
Support.
Please vote.
Well, I got an e-vote, I guess. You know why? Because I went offline. Remember I told you, go offline and come back. You can't vote.
Chair, the system's not working. If you could voice vote.
Ooh,
I'm not receiving the votes back. If you'll voice vote.
Now she wants.
yes.
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 Motion passes 12-0.
Item number 5, this is public participation. Anyone from the audience can speak on anything that's on the agenda. Anybody from the public wish to speak? One more time. Be it none, we will close public participation. Excuse me for my hoarse voice, but it's Mother Nature.
It's out campaigning too much, not gonna endorse.
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. Item number 6. This is the full board approval of requested by the Committee of Municipality Primary Street Maintenance Agreement with the City of Sterling Heights. Total cost was $78,545.
Motion to grant for approval.
Ryan, can you give us an update?
Sure can. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Yes, item 6A, seeking full board approval today for municipal primary street maintenance agreement. This is an agreement we have had and currently will move forward with the City of Sterling Heights for mowing, street sweeping, and weed control on primary roads that go through the City of Sterling Heights. We've had this maintenance agreement in place for decades. It's been a 2-year agreement. We've asked to make that a 5-year moving forward. There is adjustments that can be made as far as pricing on an annual basis for increased costs on their end. So seeking approval of this contract with them for $78,545.
Any discussion? If not,
So it's a 5-year agreement now?
Yes, this is the annual cost, but yes, there is a 5-year, this is a 5-year annual maintenance agreement. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
no other discussion, please vote.
Chair, I'm still not receiving any votes. If you could voice vote again.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 12-0.
6, B, C, and D, I'd like to combine together, please.
Support.
Ryan?
Yes, item 6B is a professional services agreement, seeking approval for that for Spalding DeDecker. It's for a complete streets guideline. This was presented to you before as far as a grant opportunity. We received $45,000 for complete streets guidelines composition. So we did go out for professional services. We did get, I think, 4 or 5 firms that responded back with proposals. We had met internally with a panel that had reviewed those and scored those and are recommending Spalding DeDecker to get that complete streets guidelines moving forward. Total cost is $65,000, $45,000 of grant funding and $20,000 for McDoor costs Item 6C is a cost share agreement with the City of Sterling Heights and the City of Warren. This is for the 14-mile road rehabilitation project from M53 Van Dyke to Hoover. Total cost of this cost share agreement is $2,205,970. Our cost is half of that. Once again, this is a 80-20, so 80% of the construction costs are federally funded. Same with item D, it's a cost share agreement with Clinton Township and City of Roseville. This is for a rehabilitation project on 14-mile road from Kelly to M3 Gratiot. Once again, total cost for this, as far as the cost share, is $1,848,000. Our county cost, as far as the Department of Roads, is $924,000. Once again, construction cost is covered 80% by federal funds. So seeking approval of that cost share agreement.
Commissioner Hall.
Thank you, Chair. Brian, I thought I read that the Clinton Township Council had denied the 14-mile road cost share agreement. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not aware of anything that was denied. I can look at that.
You want to check into that?
I surely will.
The Macomb Daily's always accurate, but that's where it was.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that, but I will check into that and confirm.
Thank you.
Can
You're
I
welcome.
add to that? That was Clinton Township, correct?
Clinton Township.
They turned that down last week.
That's what I just told them.
But wasn't that finalized with Clinton Township?
I don't know if it's finalized or not.
We had outreach and discussions with both Clinton Township and the City of Roseville, so I will look into that.
Roseville approved it.
Is that half Roseville and half Clinton Township?
That is correct.
Unfortunately.
All right, thank you. Any other questions,
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
I believe that they disapproved Clinton Township of widening 14-mile road. You're aware of that?
Yes, this is not a widening project. This is a
Right.
rehabilitation
That's what
project. So-
I think that's the paper said. I think you were in the quote on that.
So I was not aware that they denied our rehabilitation project as far as reconstructing widening. I know that was part of the discussion, but that is not moving forward as far as reconstructing widening. It's not a capacity project. This is basically a rehabilitation of the existing lanes that are there.
I'd like to see 14-mile road widen down there. I mean, I can't believe that they said no. Cannon said it was too expensive, but if there was some way to find some money to do that, I tell you, it would really benefit the constituencies, because it goes from, down to one lane, going towards Gratiot. And I think that it's always a bottleneck there, especially in busy traffic.
Yeah, as far as reconstructing capacity widening projects, those funds that are usually the 80-20s that we search for those types of projects because of the substantial cost for a reconstruct, total removal and replacement and a widening. That is determined through the federal aid committee process. So all communities have a voice and a say in that. We did do last year a corridors of significance study throughout the entire county to look at the corridors that are most important on an objective level, not a subjective level, of what makes most sense to look at as far as capacity projects moving forward. So that is part of our process of improving the FAC moving forward to make it more analytical, more objective, and make more sense than just picking projects out of the air. So that is part of our process of looking at these types of projects because the cost is so substantial as far as the replacement and widening versus rehabilitation. So we do take those into consideration, but that is voted on by the full FAC committee, which is comprised of the full 27 communities.
Also, I see that this is going to take place next year.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to get back with me on the FOP, curb cut there as you do 14-mile road? I think they promised the FOP to curb cut inside their new parking lot there. Right now, it's they can't finish it because they don't have a curb cut. I think they put plans in a while back, because I know I had somebody draw the plans up and submit them. So, and if you need information on that, but as you're widening it, we hope that you do the curb cut there, and so we can open up that extra parking lot to the FOP hall next door, because they have a party, they're just overwhelmed. You can't, there's nowhere to park. So
I will definitely check on that and get back to you, Commissioner. You're welcome.
No other speakers? Please vote.
Commissioner Hall, I'm missing a vote from you.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you, Commissioner. Take care.
Item number 7, Public Service Committee Correspondence, motion to receive and file A through C.
So moved by Mar.
Support.
Any discussion? If not, please vote.
Chair, I apologize. The votes aren't coming through to me again.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 12-0.
Item number 8, Records and Public Safety Committee. Mr. Romano.
I thought you wanted to take that. I'm going to open the meeting for the Records and Public Safety Committee Department recommendations. Item A is a contract with Axon. It's for body worn and in-car camera systems in the amount of $3,936,268.05. I need a motion to recommend this to full board.
So move.
Support.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall, supported by Commissioner Zinner, and we have Captain Stephen Briney here who's going to explain it to us. Captain Briney.
You sound like Barb.
Good afternoon, Board. Thank you for hearing me today. The Macomb County Sheriff's Office has been using the current WatchGuard body and in-car system for the past 10 years. This equipment is outdated and requires increased maintenance support, with several hardware items reaching the end of life and a new system is required. In December of 2023, the body-worn camera and in-car camera system solution went out to RFP. The county received 2 bid responses, with one vendor disqualifying themselves, and they failed to meet the minimum request for the RFP. The lone vendor remaining was Axon. Axon was found to meet the needs of the Macomb County Sheriff's Office during the 5-month trial period. A 5-year contract with Axon would be $787,253.61 annually, for a total of $3,936,268.05 over the life of the contract. This includes 285 body-worn cameras for road patrol deputies, 200 body-worn cameras for the corrections officers in the jail, Macomb County Jail, and 75 in-car cameras for our vehicles on the road, our road patrol deputies. The sheriff has $787,253.61 in his general fund for camera solutions for the first year of the contract. The remaining balance will be paid annually for the following 5 years through the sheriff's general fund. The 110 cameras used in the jail, body-worn cameras, are a different model than the cameras used for the patrol deputies. Jail cameras are V300s and the patrol cameras are Vistas. The old model Vistas are end of life and no longer supported by the WatchGuard system. The road patrol in-car camera configuration required the older version of body-worn cameras. The newer models, the V300s, Macomb County IT intends to reach out to the vendor to see if there's a buyback opportunity for those ones that are replaced in the jail. The in-car camera models are end of life, out of warranty. They require configuration with non-supported body-worn cameras. WatchGuard will not continue to provide extended warranty on the in-car cameras or the older model of body-worn cameras, Vistas. Therefore, complete replacement is necessary. Body-worn cameras and in-car cameras have and will continue to promote transparency by providing an objective record of police and civilian interactions. They help ensure that everyone is held accountable for their actions, provide an unbiased account of events, and help protect agencies from libel, our agency, the county. These cameras enhance the safety of officers and civilians. In closing, I'm asking the board to approve this contract with the remaining qualified bidder, Axon, for the sum of $3,936,268.05 over the life of the contract.
Thank you, Captain Briney. We have some commissioners have some questions. Commissioner Van Sickle, please.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So we're paying yearly on this, so we're leasing the cameras?
We're buying them, but we're spreading it out over 5 years, so we're not doing the whole purchase at once. They're accepting a 5-year payment on the cameras, but we're buying them and giving everything up front.
Is there interest involved in our time payments?
The interest on it,
Yeah.
it's just the total value of what I've given you. There's no other further charges than what.
Okay. And the old cameras are just going to be scrapped?
The old ones that are road patrol, because they're no good anymore, but the body worn cameras, they're the newer ones, the V300s that are used in the jail. Those ones, they're gonna try to see if they can get some money for them,
Okay.
or some type of deal to give,
Thank you, Chair.
You're welcome.
Chair Brown.
Thank you, Captain, for the good report as always.
Sir, thank you.
What about training? Is any training going to be required for the new equipment?
Yes, Axon's
Explain a little
provide,
bit about
that's correct.
what's involved.
Yes, Axon will be providing the training. We've used Axon in our in a trial period, like I said, and it was pretty much flawless. Everybody's pretty much been trained up on it. Prosecutor's office uses that program, so there's not going to be any issues. It's the same setup. They're going to wear it the same as they did the watch guard system. Just some computer training, and that'll be done in our training department.
And there'll be no problems storing the data where we're storing the other data?
No, nope, it's all going to be transferred.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Gann.
Sir,
Good
how are you?
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So who's going to do the retrofit for these?
Axon will be doing the retrofit with tech services, and there will be an IT representative there too.
And how long will each car take to retrofit?
It took a little while for the first one, only because they had to figure out what was going on, but now that they're all set, I think we should be up and running with all the cars. I can't confirm how long. What would you say? How many? 90 days.
90 days, very good. And what other companies does this company that's supplying these cameras, which other cities do they do? Any other cities?
I'm sorry?
Any other cities they do?
Cray Axon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot. I don't have the exact names. Do you remember offhand? Over 17,000.
Oh,
Cities.
17,000,
Yeah.
very good. All right. And you think they're reliable, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
That's why we chose them, yes.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Please vote.
I'm missing a couple this time. Oh, just Commissioner Romano, actually. I didn't receive it back on my end. Thank you. Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you, Captain Briney.
If I may say one more thing?
Before you,
Can I say one more thing real quick?
sure.
Okay. I want to thank Cindy Lang, Sandy Wilson, and Crystal Montaigne, and Lieutenant Locke on their hard work, because this was a long project and there was a lot of stuff going on with it. So they did a great job, and I want to give the credit to them. So also one more thing, after 30 years and a week, I'm going to be retiring tomorrow.
No,
So,
no.
We've rescinded your
I think we
retirement.
talked about this, Captain Briney, but there's a couple of things here that I just want to bring up, if I may. That's why I wanted you up at the podium. When we discussed this yesterday, I had an opportunity to talk to some of your cohorts that work with you. And they had mentioned the fact that you were extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Frugal. I'll use that word, frugal. You're extremely frugal. I don't know if you're aware of the fact that you're going to be moving into Mr. Brown's territory, but there's a millage involved here that maybe you're going to be tagged with. Maybe you ought to think and consider that over before you move.
I heard that, yes.
Okay, the second thing I want to mention to you is, I realize after 30 years, and incidentally started when he was 9 years old, you can tell by the youthful look of
course.
himself. But after 30 years, I understand that there were some pictures that you felt that the county or the sheriff's department was obligated to post on the wall for you. So since they've refused you, I've talked to a couple of my commissioners. If you don't mind, we're going to take a picture of you now. We'll keep it in our cameras for posterity. Is that
Oh,
all right with you?
jeez, oh, no.
All right? There we go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I won't tell you who put me up to that, but
Yeah, I'm sure I know.
congratulations on your 30 years.
I'm gonna put it out there.
We're going to miss you.
Thank you. Also, I just wanted to say, all the years of work, it's been a pleasure working for Macomb County. And I really believe our Board of Commissioners and our county executive, Mark Hackle, really work for the people of Macomb County. And I appreciate all their hard work. I truly believe that you guys represent the people, and I'm thankful for that. So blessings, and keep up the good work. Enjoy.
Well, not so fast yet, Captain.
No more coffee and donuts.
You know, we do appreciate your service, your long, dedicated service, and you've come up through the ranks, the rise to captain. That's not small feat.
Thank you.
It takes a lot of skill, a lot of leadership abilities, a lot of angst, and you've got a lot to be proud of. And we're glad to know you. And you know, you're still a young guy, so you're probably going to do some other great things. But I just wanted to say, you've been around as long as I've been around, and you've seen a lot of things come and go in the county, and we've had challenges, but you know, you're leaving on a high note.
Thank you.
The jail project that we're doing is revolutionary. It's gonna be one of the few places in the whole country that's gonna do what we're doing for law enforcement and mental health together.
Yes, you are. Thank you for that.
And
Yep.
you're part of the leadership team over there that put that together and brought it forward, and so many other initiatives. These cameras were unheard of when you came on the force, and look where the department's at now. And again, that was you and working with your whole team over there to implement these changes, and the department's better for it. We're better for you and all the service you've put in. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate it, and the whole board does, of course, you've heard, but you'll be missed. There's no doubt about it. Replacing a good man like you is going to be you're training people behind you to come up, and they'll fill in. But so you've got references to this board anytime you need it.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, everybody.
glad you're in the north end. You know, you have to live with some substandard living conditions out there. You're in the north end of the county.
Here we go.
I mean, but if you need some extra firewood, I've got
There you
plenty
go.
available.
Yes.
I heard that.
And I'm happy to lend a horse if you need it. That 2-track that you're moving on, is good road generally.
Yeah.
So good luck, and we'll see you around. Thank you.
Any other commissioners wish to speak? Commissioner Hall.
Captain, having a brother, a cousin, and a mayor retire from the sheriff's department, your reputation precedes them. They know you, they talk about you. I do know personally the clerk of Macomb Township relied on you for many, many things. And when she heard you were retiring, she said, "Dad, vote no." I said, "No, we don't vote on that." So I want to wish you the best. You're way too young to be retiring.
Where's it going?
Don referred to your looks. It's everything about you. So I wish you whatever best that can take place in your future endeavors. I expect you to be a police chief someplace, minimally a police chief someplace. So thank you and God bless you.
Thank you for your kind
Any
words.
other commissioners wish to speak? Commissioner Sabatini.
Thank you, Chair. Captain, just want to wish you the best of luck. Thank you for everything that you've done, especially for my community in Macomb Township, obviously. You've been there so active. But, you know, when I heard the news, I thought it was a mistake, quite honestly. I'm like, you're too young. You can't be retiring. There's no way. But, you know, enjoy whatever the future holds for you, and come back and visit sometime.
Will do for sure.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Any other commissioners?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I haven't been here that long, but I know who you are. You know, I've been involved with law enforcement for almost 40 years now. So I can tell you that 30 years is an accomplishment, and keeping your head down, it was pretty good. Where are you going next?
I I don't know yet. My wife told me last night at dinner there's a honeydew list, so I haven't gotten that yet, so.
I mean, they're always going somewhere. You're gonna go
Yeah.
work for the feds, or you're gonna go work for the schools, or you're gonna go work somewhere.
We'll see, we'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, take your time. Trust me. Retirement life is not that bad.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck. And thank you for your service.
Any other commissioners?
I just want to say goodbye and good luck, and the Lord be with you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
How about another hand for the captain? Thank you. Thank you very kindly. Thanks, Jeff.
Boy, he's done so much for Macomb Township, it's unbelievable.
Okay, item B is a contract, Charter Township of Shelby, 41A District Court. This is no cost to the county. We have Thomas Tomko, who's the public defender. I need a motion to recommend this to full board.
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Gannon, supported by Commissioner Nard. Mr. Tomko.
And thank you. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thomas Tomko, Public Defender Office. This is a contract between ourselves, or interlocal agreement, I should say, between ourselves and Shelby Township. It's to manage and run their indigent defense team of attorneys, get them assigned on the cases, and get the cases resolved. This is a renewal. We've done this in the last few years. It's a great opportunity to interface with them. It also sets the groundwork for some of the centralized booking that we'll be doing at the jail, or hope to be doing at the jail when we get to that point. So we're asking for approval of the contract.
I see no speakers. We have a motion in support. Please vote.
Commissioner Hall, did you receive a vote?
I will abstain.
Thank you. Motion passes 11 to 0 to 1. Commissioner Hall abstaining.
Thank you. Item C is a contract with Kodify LLC Software as a Service Agreement for $114,840. Again, I need a motion to recommend to full board.
So moved.
Support.
I've got it. It was moved by Commissioner Van Sickle, supported by Commissioner Zinner. Mr. Tomko, once again, please.
Yes, thank you. This item has to do with the case management system. Of course, our department was started back in 2020, and we have a myriad of systems that we use to manage the cases. This is a system that was developed by public defender offices for public defender offices. And so it meets our needs because there are growing needs with the grant reporting requirements quarterly and annually when we submit our request. And quite frankly, what we have right now doesn't fit the bill. We cannot meet the reporting requirements without a great deal of angst and some of the information we can't really put together. This program allows us to put that together. This is a great program. It's going to make us more efficient. It's going to save us labor and time, and it's going to be more accurate. It's 100% grant funded. We've consulted with the grant funding folks. They recommend this program. This is what we're asking to approve to help move our cases along and to do it in an efficient way.
Thank you, Mr. Tomko. I see no speakers. I have a motion and a support. Please vote.
Motion passes 12 to 0.
Thank you. Item D is a contract, Macomb County Bar Association, Public Defender, CLE, training agreement fiscal year 2024-25 for $185,000. And last but not least, Mr. Tomko.
Thank you again. This is a
I'm
contract.
sorry, I need a motion to recommend this to full board.
Support.
I got a motion by Commissioner Nard and by Commissioner Van Sickle. Support. Mr. Tomko, please.
Thank you. This is a contract between ourselves and the Macomb County Bar Association. Part of the overall plan and overall operations of having an indigent defense system is to make sure that attorneys are trained. This is something that is 100% grant funded, and the training provides for at least 12 continuing legal education hours for each attorney every year. Well, someone has to put that together and to coordinate it, to report it, and to give people credit for it. And that's what the contract is with the Macomb County Bar Association. They're facilitating the planning and putting on of these programs. When people sign up, making sure that the people that actually create them, that they're paid out of that $185,000 Again, this is a renewal contract. This is something we had for the last few years, and it's something required for us to maintain our grant every year.
I see no speakers, and I like grants. We have a motion and support.
Hey, question.
Whoops. You got to come up
Who
on the
does
board.
the,
You're
who
not
does the
allowed.
training?
The training is done by usually outside agencies like the Criminal Defense Association of Michigan, CDAM, or SATO, State Appellate Defender's Office. What'll happen is the Macomb County Bar Association will be contacted or contact these different entities. They will then get the speaker, get the program set up. They will set it, get it in place so that then the Macomb County Bar can maybe find a location, also get all the folks signed up, and then divert payment out of that $185,000 to the actual presenters. So each of these things, they're approved. They can't just be willy-nilly type of a program. It has to be something that's approved for training for, indigent defense. There are different entities. The main ones are CDAM, Criminal Defense Association of Michigan, and SATO, State Appellate Defender Office.
Is there assurances that the people that say they got trained are trained? How do you verify that they actually took the course, or they didn't just, send a note in and someone issuing a certificate for them?
I see what you're saying. No, there's a sign-in process. A lot of these are in person now. Some of them, they can be done virtually as well. But when a person signs up for this, they have to get an authorization code to sign up. That then tracks to them. When they attend the seminar, they check the presenter, usually the CDAM or SATO. They'll confirm that the person was logged in for the whole time or that they checked in at the location. Then that's reported to a system called CE Broker, which collects and collates this for the year and then totals it to make sure that each person has those 12 continuing legal education hours.
Very good. Thank you very much. Very
Thank you.
tight. Very good. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I see the speakers. We have a motion and support. Please vote.
Yeah, that's good.
Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Item 10, public participation. This is a 3-minute maximum per speaker. This is the opportunity for public participation, and it's for those who wish to speak for a maximum of 3 minutes on any
1
issue.
second. IT? Can you hold for 1 second?
Uh-oh, you guys are in trouble now. Anybody who'd like to be on public participation? Seeing none, I will close that. I'm going to go into commissioners' comments. Any commissioners wish to speak? Commissioner or Chair Brown, please.
Yeah, I understand it, come to the mic. I understand Oakland County, or Wayne County had an IT issue going on down there that has caused some issues, concern
Yes.
for us. Can you give us any briefing on what you know about
Yeah,
it and how it affects us?
We know very little, except for they did have a cyber attack that happened late yesterday. The understanding is it was an email that someone opened. And the understanding also is that it is a ransomware, so they don't know any details about the ransomware. If they've settled it, it's still active. We did, on our side, block it's Wayne County MI at .gov, so no emails can come in. I know there's been a few people who have tried to send their emails out to them, and they've been told that it's been blocked, so they're not taking emails. That's about what we know right now. We do know that it is being investigated by the state police. So,
We have an issue here because we have an event tomorrow at McInray that we're gotta email them invitees. We got a good chunk of people coming from Wayne County that we're sending them, we wanted to send them information to, and we've been blocked to do that.
yeah, I'm sure they have, so it's not, I did talk to Crystal,
Oh, you did?
just to confirm, so we are tracing, but we're not blocking sending it, it's, they are not receiving it. I'm sure they have their email system shut down.
All right, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate
You're
the
welcome.
briefing, and keep us posted and let Jaco know if there's anything that we need to know.
We will
about
definitely,
something we need to do on our end.
I say, just watch your emails, be careful what you open. The whole, the phishing attacks that we do, that we simulate, they're really important to help train us individually not to do that, so it is always risky.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the impromptu
Yeah.
report.
Oh, you're welcome.
Go ahead, Mr. Van Sickle.
Thank you. Do Does the email affect you if you just open the email, or do you have to actually click on a link in the email? Do
You have to
know?
click on the link.
Click on a link.
So opening it,
I didn't know if something had advanced to where it was sneakier.
not yet.
Not yet. Good deal. Thank you so much.
Any other commissioners have any questions on the subject? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Okay, commissioners' comments is still open. Any other commissioners wish to speak? Speak now or forever hold your tongue. I'm going to close commissioners' comments. I'm going to go to item 12, which is closed session. And I believe our attorney, Mr. Weiss, is it's closed session with independent counsel to discuss Macomb County prosecutors versus Macomb County Executive and County of Macomb, Michigan Supreme Court case number 167415. I need a motion to enter into closed session to consider material exempt from discussion or disclosure by state or federal statute pursuant to Section 8H of the Open Meetings Act and Section 13(1)G of the Freedom of Information Act.
Motion to go to closed
You
session?
repeat that, Mr. Chairman?
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Grant, supported by Commissioner Nard to go into closed session.
I'll make a motion to approve independent counsel's recommendation to the board on case number 167415.
Support Zinner.
Been moved by Commissioner Alcido, supported by Commissioner Zinner. Please vote.
Yeah, but the action item's not.
Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you. Item 13,
So move. To adjourn.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall, supported by Commissioner Sabatini for adjournment. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Have a nice weekend.